I believe that the reason God created man was for management.
Really? I have never heard it put that way.
The first thing is to be honest with yourself. You can never have an impact on society if you have not changed yourself.
God will never allow growth where there is no management.
Wow, wow, wow.
So instead of praying for things from God, pray for the management ability.
Everything I tell you is true. Everything I open my mouth and I say is correct because heaven directs me on what to say. Heaven will tell me and I will tell you it will come to pass in front of your eyes. Not behind you, you will see it happening.
God will withhold things from you if you cannot manage them.
When you look at the facts that something around 1 million people perished as a result of the actions of the British and Russian and Nigerian federal governments.
Vis-a-vis what we see in Nigeria, which is truly not, it should not be surprising. Look, what's happening in Nigeria is barbarous. It's horrible. I mean, it's complete madness, yet it's not a priority. The United States unilaterally could do almost anything it needs to do. It would be a long-term effort, but it could be done. And the United States has the capability. All the elements of power, we have those.
So why not?
It's not a priority. That's the problem. We are committed elsewhere in the world. Black West Africa is not a priority.
Anybody who changes his principles depending on whom he is dealing, that is not a man who can lead a nation.
They can't tell me. No way. When the time comes, it's okay. What stupid country is this? So when it's this, you try somebody's secret? When you like, you try a secret? When you like, it's in public? What stupid country is that? What stupid country is that, I ask you? When you like, you try in secret. When you like, you try in private. They are killing my people. They are killing my people. They are killing IPOBs. They are killing my people. After killing my people, you tell me what to tell in secret? The person is mad. Completely mad. Tell Buhari, that's what I said. That he is mad. He cannot tell me. He cannot tell me. He's a madman. There's a contempt of court proceedings here. Contempt of court. They don't obey court order. They don't obey court order. You're telling me secret trial. Is the person mad?
I, Nnamdi Kanu, will sacrifice anything sacrificable to make sure that Biafra comes.
We hereby declare no election, no 2023 general election in Biafra land. This no election in Biafra land has been activated. We are going to make it a task that must be done by every Biafran. All measures will be put in place to make sure the adequate civil disobedience is implemented to stop the election in Biafra land.
the meaning of discovery, it means to bring to light something that is buried on the ground. If you can accept that, then you know that Biafra is coming. There is nothing man can do about it. It's too late. Way, way too late. The countdown has begun. It's an honor to be here today again. To have you here also, it's an honor. And I appreciate you all for your time and for your resilience in making sure that you're always steadfast and here anytime we are online. I want to welcome you all to this program today, the Creating Biafra on Biafra Global Network. Today is special because it leads us to the fact of looking at the situations around, and at the same time being able to analyze the circumstances to the next year that is just about 2 days from now. And I want to appreciate you all. Today is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and 2 days we're going to be in the new year. And of course, you and I know that this new year portends a lot of things for us, and certainly we understand what is about to come. What they don't know is bigger than them, and that is why they are panicking, shivering, afraid, and doing lots of negatives just to think that they can take the positive away. And of course, the more you engage in negativity to try to get rid of positivity, the more you plunge yourself into the KG dungeon of negative consequences. One fact about negativity is that it only entails negativity, and it only destroys those who embark on the concept of negativity. Negative things don't just portend positive things. No, it's not possible. Once you have negative plus negative, it's always negative. That's how it is, even in science too. So that's certain. So we're sure of that. I want to welcome every Biafran, every lover of freedom, every Oduduwa person, every Hausa person, every Baggy person, everyone who is a lover of freedom, who is trapped in the zoo, in that name called Nigeria, who is restricted and who is yearning for freedom. I want to welcome the lovers of freedom all over the nations of the world, from other aspects, parts of Africa, and from other nations of the world. I want to welcome you to this broadcast today. Today we're looking at preparing for what is to come from January, and of course, knowing that the tsunami is here. And critically, we're going to be looking at so many things. Today, I may not be preaching on some specifics, but you and I will be discussing on general terms. And at the same time, we're going to also look at the things we should be expecting for next year. And of course, before I do that, I'm going to, we have my brother from Istanbul here also, Istanbul, all the way from Istanbul. So I'm going to go straight to the messages. Let me relate with you first before we go into the issues of the day, matters that will be arising today. But I want to show you, I want to let you remember, I want to also remind you that today is also, of course, the 66th day, countdown to Biafra and freedom. Today is the 66th day. And of course, certainly we are ruggedly counting, and we are expectantly counting. We are desperately also counting. We are very resilient in this regard, and we are definitely not looking back. You see, one thing that the zoo should know, and the Nigeria contraption and their people should know, is this: that the set of people they have come to meet in Biafra movement this time around are not people you can toil with. They thought that taking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would have, by now, they never believed that 2022 will be ending and Biafra freedom will be so clear. They never believed that. But before we go into that fact, let me go to the messages so that I can relate, and then once I go into that, I know I'm facing what you're saying right away. I want to thank you, Jaja Empire. Jaja Empire. Greetings from here, Mazi. Thank you, Jaja Empire. I want to welcome you, especially here, and everyone who's watching. Please, as you are watching, as you join, please like this video and share on all your social media platforms. It's very important. This should be a tradition for us so that we can actually disseminate information and take over the media space with the facts that we have here. It's going to be wonderful. Remember, tomorrow is the Alliance in Focus, where we're going to be having 2 Biafrans and 2 Oduduwa citizens live here, be talking with us, and Mr. Stephen from the Oduduwa Nation, Mrs. Modupe from Oduduwa Nation, and Dr. Gozi will be here from Biafra Nation. Prince Ezemianacho will be here from Biafra Nation. They will be here 4 p.m. Biafra time with us, and we shall be talking strongly, and we shall be analyzing circumstances and situations and analyzing the things that concerns us and looking at what is for us. And very, very critically also, tomorrow also by 10 a.m. Biafra time, we're going to be on space, on Twitter Space. You got to join us. It's marvelous. It's marvelous. You don't have to miss that. It's going to be marvelous. 10 a.m. Biafra time, we're going to be on Twitter Space. So I'm expecting you, and of course expecting everyone. Eze says, Kelechi, greetings. Thank you so much, Eze. Thank you, Eze, my brother. Good to have you here as always. I appreciate you. Mrs. Adazion says, good day, bro. Kelechi Ndewo. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. As always, you are sending messages at every time to indicate that you are part of and also supporting what we're doing. And thank you so much. And of course, you are strongly part of what is happening. You're critically working hard, for Biafra in your, in one of the committees. So definitely, you are strongly part of what we're doing, and I appreciate you for that. Nwakego says, good evening, Mazi Kelechi. My brother, good evening to you, and good to have you here. I appreciate you so strongly and so wonderfully. Chibike Obina, it's been a while. Greetings, Mazi Kelechi. I'm so happy as we move the year of Biafra independence. Honestly, I can't wait. I was talking with someone yesterday. I said, I can't just wait. We just have to get into this thing. Even this morning, I was discussing with someone, as I was busy doing the work for Biafra this morning, I was still talking on phone, and I was telling the person, I said, see, I can't wait. And I was so angry with somebody else who was just reacting unnecessarily, saying that what we're doing is causing problems. And I was so angry with that person because I expect some people to know better. And by the time I finished talking and speaking, the person was quiet and was just wondering, and discovered how foolish, they had been all this while. Aubrey's Dishes. Shalom, shalom, everyone. And Mazi Kelechi, thank you so much, Aubrey's Dishes. Aubrey's Dishes. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you for your message. Chibike Obina says, good evening from Istanbul. Mazi Kelechi, thank you so much, Chibike Obina. All the way from Istanbul. It's been a while I saw you anyways, but good to have you here. 2003 is the year of our freedom. You see, it is certain and it is sure. Nothing can change it. Jajaya says, please keep sharing the program in all your social media platforms because we are on radical awareness for Biafra restoration next year, 2023. Yes, we are on radical mission and radical awareness for Biafra. Thank you so much, Jaja, for that. Please do what he says. Please keep sharing, and we are going to do all of that. Ndewo, Mazi Kelechi, thank you so much. Ibune, it's been a long time. Where have you been? Oh my. It's been a long time. Where have you been? Ibune, where have you been? Where have you been? I appreciate you anyways for joining. And I want to tell everyone who doesn't know that we're in the radical awareness, that we are in the radical awareness stage. It doesn't matter what the zoo thinks. It doesn't matter what the Nzama people think. It doesn't matter whose ass is God. It doesn't matter who thinks otherwise. We are in the radical awareness stage, and nothing will hinder Biafra from coming. Nothing will stop the movement and the freedom of God's people come 2023. Between now and February 2023, we shall be out of the zoo. I want to tell you that the radical awareness is real. The radical awareness is very real, and we are not backing down. We are not looking at faces. We're not looking at anybody. We're not looking at anybody or on anybody. We are certainly sure and mandated by heaven to actually keep this mandate. And I want to tell you that this mandate is going to, by God's grace, And by the power that God has given to us, and by the will that He has given to us, and by the anointing He has put over our lives, as Mazi Samanepa stirs the ship on behalf of Mazi Nambikano, this mandate will be fulfilled in the next 66 days. We know that they have plans to try to, play games. They play their games as usual. They want to, think of how they're going to change, whether they're going to change the dates also, and all of that, and all of that, and all of that. They want to do they want to play some, all those kind of gimmicks, all those kind of games. We know they are going to be coming with such kinds of games, but we know that we are going to subdue them, and subdue them very well. And we are ready for them and waiting. Yesterday, Mazi Samanepa exposed their plans to attack the Eastern Security Network. Let me tell these people, and let me make them understand something. There's nothing you can do to stop Biafra. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how you come. It doesn't matter who sends you. It doesn't matter who you represent. It doesn't matter what you think you are. I tell you that the people who are piloting their affairs right now in spirit with Mazi Nambikano, every one of us are hid in the spirit. There's nothing you can do. You can't hit us. You can't affect us. You can't go spiritually against us. If you like go to any shrine against us, it won't work. If you like do anything, send your military and all of that, you can't do anything to us. Because the mandate of Biafra has come to the climax. And at this point of climax, we are certain and sure of entering our promise. There's nothing you can do if you like contract any nation in the world that has the powerful militias to come into Biafra land. You will see them die one after the other. You see them crumble one after the other. You will see them fall one after the other. You can't stop this movement and this tsunami that is coming. I tell you that the tsunami that is coming is going to consume those people who have decided to make themselves enemies and stooges to the enemies. It is assured. You can't stop Biafra. I don't know why you think that you can stop Biafra with all this your humanistic, not even humanistic, all this your physical abilities, all this your natural displays, and all this your shenanigans. How can you stop Biafra? How do you think you want to? Why do you fight what you can't stop? Why do you fight what you can't defeat? I want to thank you, Kelechi. This name is Pakele. Wow. Pakele Kelechi, my namesake. God bless you for your good work. Amen. Thank you so much, my namesake. Thank you so much, my namesake. I do, Mazi Kelechi, only your new time. Don't suit me. Oh, my. Oh, my. It's just, I don't know. I wish I could hold on to the other time, but situations and circumstances have made me, to actually resolve to this particular time. Uzamaka Nicholas, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you all. Hail Biafra. Thank you so much, Uzamaka. I'm happy to see you here. Zemina Dean. Oh, my. Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you, Ozamina Dean. Good to have you here, and I appreciate you so much. I want to tell you people something today, because we're going to be looking at the things, that are coming and the things that we should expect. And I want us to understand something critically. But before we do that, I'm going to post this and I'm going to talk about this. You see, these people think that we are fools. These people think that we are fools, and they will just come and play games with us, and they don't understand it. Maybe they are thinking that the people who are there are still as foolish as the defunct members of the DOS. Maybe they are thinking that they are fools, that they are people who will just come because they are looking for their belly, and they'll just rush into any meeting, any gathering they call. Now look at this stupid, nonsensical post or artwork that these idiots that call themselves and that claim to be wise. Look at their head. Look at that man called Ifanya. Look at his head. Empty skull. They are just empty. You can imagine these kinds of people thinking that they can manipulate intelligent people like us. How can Nigerians manipulate Biafrans? You are either a Nigerian or you are an intellectual. And as long as you're a Nigerian, you can't manipulate intellectuals, because intellectuals have the upper hand because they can reason. Nigerians can't reason. That's the fact. Look at them saying in line with HE, whatever that's HE, the and his excellency. That's what they try to say, but I just call them like he goats. You know, that's he does not represent royal or whatever they call it. You know, his excellency or whatever they try to call him. You know, they are he goats. He ewu. H represents he. He represents ewu. He ewu ifeanyi Ugwoanyi, government initiative. Can you imagine, to grant amnesty to indigenous youths of Igbo Eze North? Igbo Eze North, who for some months now have resorted to violence. And you see, when you look at these fools, you begin to wonder at how they think and reason. You are telling us that these youths have resolved to violence. The youths have resolved to violence. Before now, when everybody was going on with flag, asking you for freedom, what did you do? What was Fulani doing? Did you ever raise a campaign against Fulani violence? Not even violence, beyond violence, terrorism. Fulani was terrorizing communities, even in the States. Fulani has been terrorizing people. You never called the people instigating, you never said the Fulanis were instigating violence. You never said anything like that. But you're coming to tell us that your people, for some months, have resorted to violence, killing, kidnapping, and damaging of properties. The leadership of, you know, he's calling himself honorable. Look at this one. Ewu Prince Williams, educator, whatever he calls himself, hereby invites all the stakeholders of Weze North local government area and all those youths who wish to prop their weapons. May Chukokike deal with you all. You are idiots. I don't come insulting people, but I have to call people what they are. These are idiots telling young people who have the weapons to defend themselves from Fulani killers to drop their weapons and you reunite with community to an amnesty program. What kind of amnesty? Who are you going to give amnesty? The person who is dead? Is it the person who is dead you are going to give amnesty? Enugu State have become a place where Fulani is killing people as if they are animals, as if they are ewu, the ewu that they are selling, or the cows they are selling. Enugu State have become a place of human slaughter. And this man and his cohorts and his boss is telling us that our people should drop their arms and embrace peace. Who told you that dropping their arms is what is tantamount to peace? Dropping their arms is tantamount to their death and violence against them. Dropping their arms is tantamount to their lives being taken from them. By virtue of the United Nations Charter, it is illegal for them to drop their arms. I am telling you, by the virtue of the United Nations Charter, for self-defense, dropping their arms is illegal, and calling for them to drop their arms is criminal. So let somebody send this message to that man called himself governor, or that idiot that joined him there, putting the two pictures, they're showcasing their idiocy, talking about amnesty to people who are fighting for their lives. Tell them that dropping their arms, calling for the dropping of arms of these men who are holding arms to safeguard themselves from Fulani killers and from the death that Fulani has brought to their land, is illegal and is criminal. So the governor and that his cohort, or that guy and his governor, should know that they are committing criminal offense, because they are liaising by their comments, by their statements, by their actions, by their inactions, by everything they represent. They are actually conniving with the Fulanis to kill the people. Because when you call for this, the laying down of arms, telling the people who are defending themselves to lay their arms, without you first disarming the enemies, the killers, then you are conniving with the killers to kill them. Who does that? Who gives these people the guts? Is it because we allow criminals we're allowing all these so-called governors and all of these idiots parading themselves everywhere, all over Biafra land, calling themselves leaders? Is it because we're taking it easy with you guys? Is it because we're just quiet and allowing you people to continue to go to your office every day? That is why any moment you just come up with nonsense and begin to display your stupidity and your idiocy. I have to use these strong words today because I want them to hear these words. I want somebody who knows them to play this and take it to them. Let them know that mad people are in this movement this time around. We are all mad. Mazin Amdekanu told you people that when we display our madness, you will know that your madness is just rehearsing. You will know that the climax of your madness is just our rehearsal. That's what Mazin Amdekanu said. I want them to understand that the madness that they're about to see we have not even started the madness. And they're all crying. We have not started the madness, they are crying. The madness have not started, they are lamenting and screaming. When the real madness starts, they will run helter-skelter. You remember what that prophet Ingila told them? That it's better to negotiate with dignity. Not when you are negotiating. Now you are trying to negotiate, they're telling you that they are no more interested. I've been talking, I even posted it today, tagging this particular picture. I told them today on social media, I posted it on different platforms, and I said that if you want arms to be laid, tell Fulani to leave, release Mazin Amdekanu first. Tell Fulani to leave our land, call for a referendum. Is it too much to ask for our own rights? Mazin Amdekanu is not supposed to be in jail. Why is he in jail? You are the one who is at fault. You are a criminal for keeping someone who is an innocent soul fighting for the freedom of his people in jail. And you are calling other people. Look at Soludo, idiocy everywhere, stupidity everywhere. Calling Mazin Amdekanu, let me get the video. Calling Mazin Amdekanu a criminal. Okay. Can you imagine all these people? Can you imagine all these people? I think we have allowed them. We have allowed them so much. We have allowed them so much. We have given them some kind of we have allowed them to survive for too long. We have allowed them to survive for too long. We have allowed them to survive for too long, and these people have taken us for granted. Can you imagine somebody like Soludo call a criminal calling somebody else? Can you imagine somebody who is a criminal who, when he was governor of Central Bank, he stole money, he did every criminality. When he is now again becoming a governor, his position as a governor now is criminal because he didn't get a vote of up to 200,000 people out of over 5 million people. He is a criminal for imposing himself as a governor because of the criminality of their system. They put him there as governor. Do you know how much they spend in bribing people, all these DOS sacked people, all these frogs, all these Inzama people who have been sacked? Do you know how much they spent to bribe them to make sure that they got that seat at home, cancelled, so that election would hold in Anambra State? And you are calling somebody else a criminal when you have committed oh my God. Now, you see these people, you are calling people who are defending themselves, arming themselves to defend. I have called it out and I've said it out and I'm saying it through this medium. Let them hear my voice loud. Every Biafran in Biafra land, if you have the means, you get your own AK-47 or any other sophisticated weapon. You are authorized by the United Nations Charter to hold a weapon for defense, because the kind of weapons they are bringing to you is very sophisticated. The kind of weapons that they are bringing to kill you is very sophisticated, and we must hold higher weapons. I am saying it live. It's not a hidden thing. So that they know that they don't think, Mazin Amdekanu said that if we let more mad people like Mazin Samaneka come out, so that they don't think that it is only him that is mad. So that they don't think that it's only Mazin Amdekanu that is mad. More mad people are out now, and more are coming. And you will see the real madness when ESN and the Alliance are unleashed. You will see madness. From here, we're doing our madness, and we're taking the madness to another level. And when the whole issue, when the whole theme comes to you, you will see madness. Mazin Amdekanu was telling people, prophesying all this while you people thought this was a joke. Talking to you people peacefully, call for a referendum, give us freedom. You jailed him 2015. You did all manners of things, to him. You dealt with him. You almost killed him in his place in 2017, September. Now you have the guts again to go and kidnap him. You kidnap him. Not only that, you tortured him for 8 days, using it the people that are under him, the criminals like Ejiofor and co, people that he was helping, supporting, brought into a system for freedom, to free their people. Those people, you took those people to your side, you bribed them, which Mazen Namdekanu himself knew or knows. You bribe these people and you use them, you have the effrontery, use them against us. I don't know what you people think. I don't know what this caliphate people think. I don't even know what they call themselves or what they think, what they see themselves to be. I don't understand these idiots, and I don't even understand all these, all these politicians and all these people around us in our land. Oh, Biafra is gone. Biafra is gone, right? More of you will go down. If you don't go down that way, God has given us the right to deal with you when Biafra comes. If you think you will go with this criminality and think that you just come into Biafra and sit down and relax, we will make sure we use the law to put you where you belong. We're not going to come to, we're not going to, Biafra people know what to do to you. You used people who Mazen Namdekanu with love brought into a system, used them against him. You tortured him for good 8 days. They refused to say anything. They all kept quiet. Ejiofor kept quiet. He knew that Mazen Namdekanu was going to be kidnapped. He told Omar Madabas, they told themselves, they all have the intel. You people sent money around and money changed hands, and then he was kidnapped. We tortured him for 8 days. These guys refused to say anything, including Kanu Takanu, his brother. Every one of them kept quiet, mute. Nobody said anything, and everything was like nothing. Nobody was saying everything. Everybody was wanting everything to go down just like that, and everybody thought that they have succeeded and that everything would just go down, and then another election will hold, and everything will just go down, and Biafra agitation will just go quiet. Nobody will front it anymore because you think you have taken the head. You don't know that the head has life inside of it, that it guts life even without contact with the body. You don't know what to do. Mike James says 8 days plus 2 days in England. That's it. 2 days again. When they brought him to the court that first day, he was frail. He couldn't stand. Everybody saw it. That means they have tortured this man to the point. It has to be one DSS person standing by his side, holding him. Oh my God. Oh my God. You see, the reason why I'm recapping all of these things is because we are supposed to prepare our minds for the things that are to come. We are supposed to prepare our minds for the things that are to come. That is why I need to refresh our minds on these facts and these idiots around who make themselves. Mazen Namdekanu was kidnapped. Till date, 1 year plus, Mazen Namdekanu is in the dungeon for being right, for asking for freedom, for asking for the right to be done. And criminals are parading themselves and calling Mazen Namdekanu and his anointed one, Mazen Samanepa, a criminal. You don't know when you call Mazen Samanepa a criminal, you're indirectly calling Mazen Namdekanu a criminal. And now they are no more talking about Mazen Namdekanu because they feel they have kept him where they can silence him. And they feel that keeping him where they will silence him, they will control every other person. So they have all come out now, all these lapdogs. They have all come all out now, and everything they say is Mazen Samanepa. Samanepa this, Samanepa that. Samanepa is a criminal. Look at this idiot. Let me play his video.
To our call that if you see something, say something. I commend our youths who are taking the destiny of this state in their hands.
Look at him talking about commending youths who are taking the destiny of their state in their hands. Which youths is he talking about? The ones he said have repented from IPOB. The ones he said that has repented from IPOB, that they are now giving weapons and giving. You saw the video that is circulating now of Chinansa Woru. Didn't you see it, everybody? Of all the criminals they are recruiting. And you know when they catch them like this, they send their police because those ones are not aware of what's happening. They will parade them, and then later they'll go around, these people are working for us. Look at, can you imagine a criminal? Just listen to him.
To our call that if you see something, say something. I commend our youths who are taking the destiny of this state in their hands. Women, men who were defying all the criminals and so on. 2 weeks ago, one criminal in far away Finland also declared 5 days sit at home. But Anambra people defy.
Look at thieves. Look at thieves, criminals. Look at this man have the guts to call Simon Ekpa a criminal. I don't know what is giving these people these guts. We are the ones giving them the guts. We are the ones giving them the guts because we allow them wake up every morning and get into their office and just go and do whatever they want to do, go with their siren and everything. But their time, their days are numbered. Now, what is to come will shock them. Now, first, I want you to understand, you have to prepare your mind for what is to come, Biafrans. Because it's going to be like, I want to assure you, Biafrans, this now. For those of us, especially those ones who are lily-livered, who are always taken away who are always taken unawares with facts and things that happen. Those who are easily cut off. I want you to understand something. That the things that will begin to happen now, both spiritually and physically, might daze you in the sense that you need to be extra cautious spiritually and physically to actually follow the tide of affairs. Now I want to tell you, you see, most people will go down. Most so-called politicians and all of that will be dealt with. The Fulanis will come tactically different in a different way. The zoo government will bring different strategies. They would attempt to bring in massive blackmail and propaganda using people within us. But let me tell you something. Every one of them will be crushed one after the other. And that's the fact. But I want to tell you, Biafrans, the way you are going to prepare this time for what is to come, aside being vigilant and aside being sensitive to every action, one, you must talk less. You see, some of our people have traveled. Our people, they just like jamboree. They do things out of emotion without reasoning. We have told people that wherever you are right now, stay wherever you are right now. But you see, lots of them were traveling. Some of them are paying 25,000 naira, whatever amount they cough out the money. They save their life savings. They use it for transportation, give to transport companies, and because they want to travel to the village to showcase the little that they have, to show off. They are not sensitive. People are not sensitive to the activities and to the time. Paul told, you know what Paul said? He said, redeeming the time, for the days are evil. To redeem the time means to be very, very watchful and discerning about time. This time for you to, because what is going to begin to happen from this January, it is not something that is calculated or programmed. It will be happening. Spiritual order will be taking its form. But let me tell you how you're going to safeguard yourself. One, you must believe in what we're doing. And you must listen to every instruction. When you are told to sit down at a place, you must sit down at a place. When you are told not to move, you must not move. When you are told to go to sit at home, you must not come out to see who is sitting at home. You saw one comedy stuff like that. Somebody said, one problem about Africans is that when you say people should sit at home, everybody wants to come out to, let me see if I can see that video. Let me see if I can see it. I can play. So it's something that you laugh about, but the truth about it is that it's real. When you tell people to sit at home, they want to come out to know who is sitting at home and who is not sitting at home. They want to know what is happening around them. And that is how some of them get killed by the zoo. And in the end, they now use it as blackmail against us. We are not out to kill. We cannot kill those we are securing. Now, I keep asking this question, especially to those people who always want to make it look like, who want to use propaganda and all of that. On Twitter Space 2 days ago, somebody came up with that propaganda. Was it yesterday? Yes, because yesterday we did this Twitter Space stuff. So yesterday, the guy came up with the propaganda, and he was talking and blabbing, and he started sending me private messages in my inbox on Twitter, and he was just saying some stuff, and I refused to respond to him again because I thought he was going to have sense from what I was telling him, but I discovered that he's one of those studios that was sent to the Twitter space to come and talk rubbish. So he was capitalizing on that to actually come to speak and to say what nonsense he wants to say, and I kept him quiet. Now, the truth about it is that I keep asking them, I said, if you say IPOB is the one killing their own people, who is killing the people in the north? Are they IPOB members? Are they asking for freedom? Are they asking you for freedom? The ones in the north, the people from Borno. There's something I want to show us particularly. Anyways, I don't know whether I could get that. I couldn't get it here. Oh my God, I couldn't get it here. I wanted to show to us. Do you know that the German foreign minister from Germany came to Borno State? Now ask yourself, why are they always going to Borno? Why are they always going to the north whenever they come? The United Nations person comes, he goes to the north. Anyone that comes from the US, from the United Nations, from anywhere they come from, they go to the north. Nonsense. I'm talking to intellectuals now. Those who are intellectuals. Why are they always going to the north? That is what reasonable people will ask. For those one Nigerianists, I think the video is here, okay? I've seen the video. Now, for those one Nigerianists, I want to ask you a question. Common sense, because I have told you this, that there are two kinds of people. It's either you are a Nigerian or you are an intellectual. Now, for those Nigerianists, ask yourself, why is it that anybody who comes from the United States, United Nations, Germany, Australia, UK, and all of those nations, the place they go is the north? Ask yourself that simple question. Now listen to this. I'm trying to give you attitudes and what you have to do this period because of the things that are to come. I'm trying to give you the analysis of facts of the things you must be doing right now. Now, I told you that whatever instruction you are giving from now, don't begin to waver or begin to think or begin to doubt, because every instruction that will come from now is coming from the spiritual by the guidance of the spirits. And that instruction is weighed on the present circumstances and the situations that are on and the facts on ground. So when you hear Mazi Simon Ekpa give an instruction, please don't begin to query it with your mortal mind or your restricted mind. Just obey it first. Just obey. Now listen to this guy, what he said here. Listen to.
Problem with Africans is that if they say nobody should go outside, everybody will go outside to check if somebody is outside. Jesus!
That sounds funny, right? But that is why some of our people are dying. Because when you give an instruction, when they are told, sit at home, they refuse to sit at home. Now, the question here now, I want to ask those one Nigerianists, I want to ask it again. Please, when you see them, ask them. Let them answer that question. They are clamoring that we should be together. We are one Nigeria. Guterres came. He went to the north. US president or whoever comes goes to the north. Whenever they're coming from all these nations, the minister of foreign affairs or something of Germany recently came. Not only did he go to the north, he came with his, these people, they come with undercover security people, but this time around they came with physically, carrying weapons, serious falsified weapons, walking around with the man in Borno. What does that tell you? The reason why they always go to the north is because that is where they have settled, or the power resides. That is where they kept the power. They, the international community under the United Nations, that is where they gave power. Check it out. Anytime they are traveling to any part of the world, they go to where the power is. When Guterres travels, to the United States. He goes to Washington, to White House. When what's the name of this Richard Sunak or whatever his name is of UK, when he travels, if he goes to the United States or wherever he goes straight to when this man what's the name of Zelensky went to the US last week. Where did he go? He went to White House. People always go to the place of power because that is where the authority resides, and that is where the control is, and that is where they can get truce, or they can get a treaty, or they can get an agreement, or they can get facts and all of those details and the things they came for met. So the reason why they go to the north is because they know that is where they can get anything they want met from the caliphate, from the sultan's place. The reason why they go to the north is because that is where the control house is for the whole of the places called Nigeria. And if we don't get off Nigeria, we will continue to be under that control. The name Nigeria is a product that is kept in the confines or in the bosom of the caliphate in Sokoto, in the bosom of the sultan. So when they come, they go straight to the caliphate, they go straight to the caliphate den, and that is where they do anything and say what they want to say. And as soon as they say it there, it gets effect on all the places that have agreed to be Nigeria. So as much as we continue to say that we are Nigerians, definitely whatever rule and order or whatever authority or whatever decision they make in the north comes automatically on you, and you are subject to it. Let me tell you, the power that you think that is being flexed around does not come from Asoro in Abuja. No. Let me tell you something for you to know now. The custodian of the Sharia law is the Sultan. He is the Caliph, which the Caliph began with Osman Danfodio. Osman Danfodio was the first Caliph. He was the one who established the Caliphate and called it Sokoto. Turned the name Gobir to Sokoto. He was the first Caliph. That is from the word from the word Caliph, the word Caliphate came. So Usman Danfodio was the first Caliph. The present Sultan is the Caliph of now. From the descendants or from the antecedent of the Caliph, the first Caliph, Usman Danfodio. And the fact here is this: when Usman Danfodio conquered Gobir and called it Sokoto, it became his empire, using the authority of the religion he used in conquering it, the Quran. So as soon as he conquered it and called it the Caliphate, and he being the first Caliph, he gave the mandate by their spiritual order through the Quran that as soon as he is gone, another Caliph will come and will retain that position, and they will keep expanding the kingdom until they conquer to dipping the Quran in the sea. And so everything you see now happening is for the fulfillment of the first Caliph's intention, which was sworn using the Quran. That is why they said they would dip the Quran in the sea. It is because the Quran is the covenant document. So if the Quran doesn't come to the sea, the covenant is not complete. That is why you see these people coming all around and they tell you that your land belongs to them, because they have sworn by the Quran from the first Caliph, who have made it mandatory, and they have sworn to him before he died. They swore to him. They told him they will keep the mandate going even when he is dead, even after he's dead and all that, after he's buried. So that mandate is continuous. So that is why they extended it to upgrade it by the concept of the Abuja Declaration. Now get me right. Especially these evil people who have decided to serve the Caliphate. People like Soludo, let me lecture him. He doesn't know anything. He was the former governor of Central Bank, but he doesn't know anything. He is a Nigerian. He is not an intellectual. He only has certificate, academic knowledge. And I want to lecture him. And I want to lecture Higuain, that man in Enugu, that is telling you reasonable people to drop their arms. I want to tell them. I want to lecture them. They don't understand anything. I want this video to get to them. Let it circulate it until it gets to them. Like this video, please, so that more people will watch it. As you like it, they will come to watch it, so that they will hear it. I want to talk to them. This is not what I plan to say today, but I think I need to go into this level, because by the time we expose these things, people will understand what we are talking about. As soon as the first caliph was about to die, they swore he conquered Hausa kingdom using the Quran. That was the first deceit concept. Remember, he started with a social revolution. And in the midst of that social revolution, he was using religion to penetrate them. Social revolution helped him to actually get them socialized around him in the concept of his Islamic doctrines. And as soon as he was able to get them socially using the Quran as an Islamic doctrine to hoodwink and to hoodwink them, he got them to be his henchmen, including the peasants of the Hausa kingdom. Those peasants became his armed men. Those peasants became his men in people within, just like where you are hearing Guterres says that we should reintegrate these Fulanis. That means those people who were within the Fulani kingdom, those people who were Hausas, who became converted by the social approach of the social concept of integrating the concept of the person of Usman Dan Fodio into their fold. As soon as they integrated the Fulanis into their fold, the Fulanis now started using the power of social revolution, and they used the sentiment of religion to penetrate them. Because when you bring religion, people are always looking for something that is higher than them. People are always, because of the human nature that is restricted, the human nature naturally wants to experience something that is higher than them. They want to experience a higher power. They want to experience something that is a mystery, and they want to hear something that they've not heard before, because of the limitation of the human mind, which of course is connected to the expectation that there's something higher somewhere. So based on that, they designed this concept of religion around a concept that is already on ground, the concept of God. Even from the time when God showed himself to Moses and all of that, and he talked about the power of God and all of that, from those times, even the time before Moses was shown the power, the time of them, even before the time before Noah and all of that, the people who were there were experiencing God somehow. God was showing himself one way or the other. And it came to the point that somebody like Nimrod, also using the concept of recognizing the fact that there is God, now designed a religion that made him build the tower called the Tower of Babel. He used that tower was a tower in a city called Babel. He built the city Babel, and that is the way it's called Babylon today. In Iraq, part of Iraq and Iran. That is where it's located, in Iran, Iraq. Part of Iraq and part of Iran. That's that nation that Nimrod built, that's called Babel, is located there now. Even if the name is not there now, but the name will still come back. Just watch it. Nimrod created a concept out of the God experience and decided to get people around him for himself. Now, religion is a product designed by men for selfish interest. That is why you saw that God divided the people by tongue and all of that. Because Nimrod used the concept of God to design a program of religion that will meet his own personal selfish interest, to remove the minds of the people from the Almighty God, to see him as the God that should link them to the Almighty God. So he has submitted himself to an idol and now designed himself using a concept of religion, knowing that the people are yearning for something higher than them. Naturally, just like you now, just like me now, we are always yearning for something that is higher than us. And because of that yearning for something that is higher than us, we tend to want to believe when people come with, that was why Jesus said something. He said, many shall come in my name and shall deceive many, and say, I am the Christ, and shall deceive many. They shall perform several kinds of miracles. You know why? When you perform signs, you tend to catch the attention of the people. That is what Usman Dan Fodio did. He came with his magical, he's very, very diabolic. He came with that concept. He was doing lots of things, mesmerizing the people. They were seeing, wow, they saw him as somebody. They say, wow, this person is having the true God. the Hausa peasants who were ignorant decided to become his men. How did he achieve that? He was able to socialize with them because they accepted them within their system. The same way Anthony Guterres is saying we should accept these Fulanis into our system. They will now come to socialize. You remember the other ones that those Hausa guys, those little girls from Biafra land, 15, 16, were busy. Every day they go to those Hausa men to have sex. Remember the video I showed you the other time? It's already on social media everywhere. They socialize, they penetrate. Then the next thing you'll be hearing from our people. And these people are nice people. Oh, they're not dangerous. So the way we are looking at them, the way I have lived in the north, they are very nice people. I have lived in the north, they are very nice people. A narrative of social revolution, conquering you mentally, so that they can deal with you. As soon as Usman Danfodio was able to conquer them mentally, and they saw him as a harmless person, they became his henchmen. And as soon as they became his henchmen, they now became the racket instruments to kill their own. That is how I am telling those people now who are saying that we are killing ourselves. It is those who have been bought over by the socially revolutionary system or revolutionary system. There's nothing like revolutionary system or structure of the Fulani Caliphate, using the stooges that have mixed blood in our places, that they have given positions like governors and all of that, using them now to doing so many of us, now giving them AK-47, giving them money and all of that to fight, because these guys are not reasonable, just like those Hausa peasants who were not reasonable, who became the armies of Usman Danfodio to conquer their own people. That is why you see that when we're asking for freedom, we are using these people within us. That is why when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was calling for freedom, they used these people within to attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in their custody. And now this Uwain, or whatever his name is, let me bring up the picture again, is as stupid as he is, and as a stooge that he is, he's now telling the people to drop their arms. I am speaking it from here right now. Anybody who is from Enugu State or beyond, all over Biafra Nation, I come with a different message. We are reasonable. If you have any arm or arms, keep it secure, because you will need it very soon. If you have ability to buy more and to buy for somebody else, buy for somebody else and keep it secure and secret, because you will need them very soon. Keep them where you can access them any moment, because the weapons that the Fulanis are coming with are higher and more sophisticated and deadlier than whatever you can imagine. They are higher and sophisticated. Now, there's a particular video I want to play to you so that you can see how high these people's the weapons of these people are, so that you can see the kind of weapons they are bringing, so that you can see the kind of supplies that are being done and given to them, so that the eyes of your understanding, that is the purpose of this broadcast, the eyes of your understanding shall be opened. That is what we are achieving. That is what we want to achieve. That the eyes of your understanding shall be opened. I don't know what is wrong with my people. I don't know what is wrong with our people. The eyes of the understanding of our people must be opened. The eyes of the understanding of our people must be opened. The eyes of the understanding of our people must be opened. Why are our people so daft? Why are our people so stupid? Is it Nigeria cow? Is it the Fulani cow? What has happened to the mindset of our people? What is going on with the mindset of our people? The mindset of our people must be opened, and that is why we are preaching this gospel. That is why we are preaching this gospel. And so wherever you are and you have arms and ammunition, please keep it safe and secure, because you will need it any moment. Now look at what these people are doing to a community.
Let them know.
Now you see the kind of weapons that they are bringing to our land. You see the kind of sophisticated weapons that they are bringing to our land. You see the kind of weapons these people are bringing to our land. There's one other video I wanted to show you where you see them with weapons. You see arms. This same man who called himself governor is there, have been there when they brought all these arms, killing our people, sacked communities, cut off the necks of people. I was watching as they were cutting the neck. One particular lady was screaming, they were cutting the neck. I can't play such kinds of video here. He has seen all of these things, and he has the effrontery to tell the people of that community or that nation or that people of Biafra to bring their arms and submit their arms. What do these people take us for? I think their cup is full. Their cup is full. Their cup is full. Honestly, their cup is full. I am so angered. I'm so angered. I'm so angry within me. Telling the people to submit their arms, and what to wait for the Fulanis to come kill them. And these Fulanis have been coming. You, this same idiot governor, have not said anything. Because this is time to disrespect them. We call them idiots, and I'll keep saying it. They are idiots. I'll put idiot before them. Not Israelis or whatever they call them. His Excellency, you know. With idiot governors. They have not told the federal, just like Autumn came out and was talking like a man and came out and raised a militia or a group of people and said, we are going to defend our land, and even wore the regalia and said he's part of it. He's going to come all out and face them. None of these idiots in the south or in Biafra land have come out to condemn, to tell the so-called dead president being rude, that is being rude, ruling the people by proxy. He has not called him to tell the Fulanis to leave his land, to tell them to submit their weapons, to tell them to get everybody for the killing. For the fact that now, if you go to UK, a tribe keeps being a particular nuisance to the people in that nation. They come out like they are coming out now too. Will Britain allow that? A particular people have shown that they... Now, let me ask them this question. These idiots, Obani. You are saying that Fulanese people, maybe you are saying Fulanese are peaceful. It is not all of them that are killers. Let me ask you a question. Have any Fulani who is peaceful in your land come to report or give you people or be a whistleblower to tell you about a Fulani person hiding somewhere with weapons, or to tell you about their plans or to kill you and all of that? Have they ever done it? And they are claiming to be peaceful, living in your community, and that doesn't tell you that these people are they are actually spies for their people, because they have told all of them that once they eliminate the indigenous people, that they, the ones that are there as their spies, and they that are coming in will take over the properties of everybody. And that is what they are all yearning for. They all want to take your properties. So they will keep quiet. They will never tell you who is killing you. They have information. They hoard them. They hide them. They help them keep the weapons. They help them hide the information. They help them hide their secrets. Because you know why? Their mindset is that once their brothers come to kill you, they will have access to all your properties, to all those farmlands. They are desiring, they are hopeful that they are going to take over the farmlands. All those houses that those of you abroad building and sending to your family members to build in Biafra land, so that when you come, you feel like you're on top of the world, without thinking of freeing yourself and becoming a human being. You see all those properties. You see all those Fulanis in your community, what you call Fulani community, and the one Oduduwa gave them, and all these places in Imo State where they gave them. You see all those communities. Let me tell you something. The people there, the Hausa communities there, all those people call themselves Hausa, all of them are corrupted. They all are waiting for when their people will come to cut you off, take you off, and then they will take over your lands and property. They are already sharing it amongst themselves, if you don't know. So if you think they are there for peace, they are living with you and they are living amongst you, they are peaceful people. We have been living together for 30 years. We have been living together for 50 years. We have been living together for 100 years. If you think they are there for peace, you are wasting your time. They are spies to their men they know that are coming on ground. Let me tell you something. Don't you observe that every moment, some of them travel back to their place? Whatever they make, they take it to their place. They don't build houses there. They don't build anything because they know that everything you have belongs to them. They will never build anything. They will never do anything. No matter how much they make, they will keep living in kiosks and some rugged places. Even in Lagos and everywhere they are, they will keep being megad and security men and living in small structures to give them because they believe that one day this your building will be theirs. That's what they believe. And so as soon as you take them, that is what they do. Social revolution. They make you relax. You don't say, this my security man is a very peaceful man. This my security man is a very peaceful man. He has been securing my house for 20 years. He has been my security man for 20 years. Marufu, is it Marufu? What they call them now? Muhammad, and take this key. And once my mother is coming today, take this key. Once she come, give her the key. Let her open the door and come to the house. You relax, fools. Because they have been serving you for years. You don't know these people are patient? Fulanis are very patient. They are very patient. They know how to be patient. They know that they plan. Do you know how many years ago that Usman Danfodio conquered them? Houses? 1806. And that program has been consistent. The Caliph is still existing. They have not left the Hausa kingdom. If they are interested in you being independent, how come that the Hausas they conquered, they have not allowed them to take over their position? They still retain the caliphate there. Why? Ask yourself that question. So you think if they have the opportunity, they could retain the caliphate in the Hausa kingdom where there's no oil, where there are no much resources as you have in the south. So you think if they refuse to leave that position and they are the ones spiritually and religiously controlling the whole of the north, you think it is not your kingdom where you have oil, where you have gas, where you have very, very crucial mineral and natural resources? You think that's not the land they're looking for? What do you think and why do you think they're saying that your land belongs to you? You don't know it is for the sake of holding you as they're holding the houses. Do you know how many 200 and something years ago they are holding the houses? If not up to 300 years now, 1806. Or 200 and something years now. They have been holding them. They refuse to give them their throne. They refuse to give them their power back. So you think that if they conquer us, they will now give you your power back? Or you think that with the way they are coming, as they are strategized and positioned, do their plans, taking over the National Assembly through the Abuja Declaration, taking over strategic position, as they said, put their men, spend millions to buy weapons and put their men in your bushes, put their men in the military, so-called rehabilitated people, put all of them, say they have been rehabilitated, to put all of them in the bush, in the military, and then they now begin to bring them to your land. You think it is for nothing? You think it is for nothing? You think it's for nothing? Oh, you foolish Nigerians. You think it is for nothing, you foolish Nigerians? You think it is for nothing? I am asking you a simple question. I'm just talking calmly today so that it will sink. You think it is for nothing? If you don't have money to buy AK-47 now, look for any weapon, look for any colleague who knows how to design some weapons. Because you will need weapons around you very, very soon. I can assure you. Because you see these Fulanis, they are deadly, they are foolish. They will die for what they are sent for. They will die for what they are. They believe that if they die here, they are going to they have heaven. That's heaven they are going. A lot of alcohol is there to drink. A lot of women, 70 women, 70 virgins also. Aside the 70 virgins, there are about 800 or 700, how many hundreds of them, you know, people who are going to serve as, their servants, women servants, who will be serving them, and they will be having sex with all of them, both the 800 and the 70 virgins. Each person, that means the heaven they are going is full of women and full of alcohol. They believe, so they are excited. And you think that they will give up on chasing after you when they know that when they feel and they believe that with their ignorance and illiteracy, when they believe that 70 virgins are waiting for them, they don't mind dying in your hands. They will come. You see, you think because we are, even with what we are saying, that we know election, they will still put their head. That is why you see them shouting. When you see that shouting, you see them in videos shouting, that excitement. It is not normal. They are possessed with the spirits that have been invoked into them by their gods and by their religion. These people are, see, oh my God, I wish Biafrans will understand this. I know Biafrans understand this, but I wish Nigerians will understand this, because I know it's one thing to be a Nigerian, it's another thing to be a Biafran. And it's one thing, that is what I actually mean is this. It's one thing to be a Biafran. Sorry, it's one thing to be a Nigerian, it's another thing to be an intellectual. Of course, we know that Biafrans are intellectuals. So if you are not an intellectual, you are automatically a Nigerian. These people believe, okay, 72 virgins. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, for that. I think 72 virgins. Yeah, I have. And I've forgotten the other number of the concubines. Those ones who will be serving them. One man. We have over 800 wives. 800 girlfriends, 800 maid servants who will be serving him. And then enough alcohol. That's why they tell you that they don't drink here on it. They drink, but they tell you in the Quran that no drinking, no alcohol sales. They will destroy your alcohol sales, destroy your business of alcohol. They tell you in the heaven they're going, there's enough alcohol and enough women to service them. They are, you see, they don't reason like you. That is why they don't let them go to school, because if they go to school, they will be wise. They don't want them to be wise. So they allow them remain very, very crude and shrewd, and don't send them to schools. It is only their elites, the so-called people they call elites, that they actually allow to go to school, so that they will learn the Western ways, so that they will learn the ways of conquering you in the current dispensation, or in a revolutionary way, contemporary manner. They want to learn the contemporary way of life, so that they will be able to use that as a means of also meeting you and attacking you. That is why those ones go to school, not because they are interested in school, but because they want to know what is out there, so that they will be able to use it as a means of helping those ones who are not in school, to indoctrinate them and use them against you. So those ones you see shouting in the bush, shouting, screaming, whoa, 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 when they'll bring weapons, they'll shoot and do all those things they are doing is because they are inspired. They are mad for what they know they are expecting. They are overwhelmed by the information they have given to them of what they have told them that they are going to achieve. That is why they do what they do. That is why they do what they are doing. If you are a Biafra, one, you must be prepared mentally. You see, this January we've entered, wherever you are, whether abroad or in Biafra land, you must be prepared mentally. You must be prepared mentally. Let me put this post of an Afro Emmanuel. My people, make una share and like and share this broadcast. The moment of truth be this so. Thank you so much, Afro Emmanuel. You must be prepared mentally. Two, you must listen to instructions. You must listen to, no matter how stupid the instructions sound. This period, this general event, if you want to survive, you must listen to instructions. One, you must be prepared mentally. Please take the instructions, write them down. If you can, if there's a way, any of you who is able, you can write them out and forward it on all social media platforms. Let people hear. One, you must be prepared mentally. Because the things that are going to be happening are things that will shake your heart. You can imagine when Fulani comes and cuts somebody's head and puts the person's head on their back. What's next are they putting in you? They want to put fear in you. They want to make you begin to say, hey, that's why you see some of these e-frogs who don't even know what is happening. They will come and tell you, and you see, we are letting them people kill us. We are killing ourselves. We are doing this because they have seen one head on somebody's body. They have seen them cutting necks. They become afraid. Some of them are stooges. Some of them are just out of fear. They become e-frogs. So that's why I said you must be mentally prepared, mentally sound, mentally expectant. You must be fit. This January that is coming in 2 days from now, you must be mentally prepared. Number 2, you must listen to every instruction from the spokesperson of Biafra, no matter how stupid it sounds. I'm talking to us from the point of wisdom, just being inspired by God to talk to you. You must listen, no matter how stupid it sounds. You see, every one of us that are posting the poster of referendum now, nothing will happen to you. The spirit of Biafra is covering you. I tell you that everybody who is in this thing now, the spirit of Biafra is. You see our ESN, the spirit of Biafra is on them. And the way God is going to protect them and shield them from evil will shake so many people. 66 days to go. 66 days to go. 66 days to go. In these 66 days to go, in these 66 days, you must be mentally tough. Number 1. 2, you must protect yourself by listening to every instruction. Number 3, you must get your weapon, no matter what it is, whether it is dagger, whether it is cutlass, whether it is you know what I mean, all this community designs and programs, all these traps in your farmland, in everywhere, trap, different, you design trap, massive trap that can take down people on bike, that can take down people, running and foolishly running towards you, that can take down people, all these thin fish lines, all of this stuff, and all this trap around your community very well. You must set traps. Number 3 point, we are going on guerrilla warfare, I can assure you, and these people are going to be coming from the bushes where they've been hiding, where they are receiving their supplies. Number 3 point, you must set traps and get your weapons. Biafrans, listen to me. Words of wisdom. It's not coming from me. It's coming from the Spirit. You must set traps in your communities. Join forces to set traps. Get weapons. If you can get weapons, if you can build weapons, if you can create an AK-47, do it now. If you can create for every member of your family, including your children, teach them how to hold it and to shoot. It is not illegal. The only person who is illegal now, the only person who is operating illegally now is that's Iguayin, that's governor of Enugu State, and his man. Let me bring the program again to you here. Please share this video, like it now, begin to share it on all your social media platforms. Let people listen to this. The only person who is illegally misbehaving now is this man and these 2 people here who are telling the people to surrender their arms. In United Nations Charter, you have the right to bear arms to secure yourself, especially when they come with you with such kind of sophisticated arms. If you have Biafran, every Biafran, listen to my voice wherever you are. If you have the opportunity to have more than AK-47, please have it. If it has to do with teaching your children and disciplining them to understand who the enemy is, and making them understand that they talk less, teach them now. Number 4, you must talk less. You must talk less. I've given you 4 points now. Preparing yourself for what is to come from January. Number 4 points, you must talk less. You must talk less. You must talk less. You must talk less. Number 1 point, remember? I wish somebody would tell me the number 1 point, because I want us to be communicating here so that it will be that people are understanding what we're saying. Who can just type number 1 point to us? Who can even type the 4 points? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Please, it's not because I want to give you assignment, but please, if you can type the number 4 points, so that I will understand that people are understanding this message, because it is important we send messages to our people. How can this people be asking us to drop arms at this crucial time when our people should be building their own personal arms? If you know the 4 points I've given, the last point is you must talk less. If you know the 4 points I've given, before I bring more points, please, you should type it forward. Let's see. Let's see the students we have here who have this heart to secure our people. Let me see who is the first person to send this message. I've given 4 points. Nobody? I want to display that message from the person. Number 4 points, you must talk less. Mind who you discuss with. Mind who you communicate with. Mental toughness, number 1. Thank you so much, J. Chima. J. China says, or China. Should I say China or China? China. Number 1, mental toughness. I wish the person would just type the 4. So I know that you got all. J. China got it right. Number 1 is mental toughness. That's number 1 point. Mental toughness, because everything that will happen from now begins with your mind. Do you know why Fulani is coming and not caring whether you're going to kill them? Because in their mind, they have been made up, they have been designed, they have been configured to believe in what they're doing. They have been configured to believe in this arrant nonsense, arrant wickedness. And the world is not talking, because you know why? The world wants them to conquer you. That is why whenever they come to Biafra, they come to the zoo, they go to where they go is the Fulani area. That's where they go. That's where they go. Because that is where they kept the power. They are the ones who gave them the power. So nobody else can give us another point. Number 1 is mental toughness. Number 2, nobody. Listen to instructions, no matter how stupid the instruction is. Number 2, you must listen to instructions coming from the spokesperson as we disseminate this information. As soon as he gives the instruction, we, all the autopilots and media people and other people, will take the message around and disseminate it. That means listen to instructions. Number 2. Number 3, set your traps in your communities. Set traps. Thank you so much, Iwune. Thank you so much for that. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chibike. You aligned the 3. Number 1, mental toughness. Number 2, you must follow instructions when no matter how stupid it is. Yes. Number 3, you must set your trap. Yes, thank you for number 3. And then number 4, you must talk less. Of course, Emmy talked about consistency. That has to do with mental toughness too. Thank you so much, Emmy, for that. Thank you so much, Emmy, for that. The says mental toughness to set trap, make weapons. That's it. You're setting trap and making your weapons. No matter, it must not be, if you don't know how to make AK-47, if you don't make the one that you can make. But understand that even if you don't have AK-47, there are wisdom ways to defend yourself. That means you must understand your terrain, and you must have, that takes us to the next point. Get your security position ready for your family and you and your family. That's number 5. Get your security position for you and your family ready. Get your security position for you and your family ready. Number 4, talk less. Number 5, get your security position for you and your family ready. Your security silhouette, your hideout, the place where you can hide and they cannot find you. You know your terrain, whether underground and all of that. That's it. And we have John Almeida says, be your brother's keeper. Be your brother's keeper. Be your brother's keeper. Be your brother's keeper. That's 1 point. We have the points. Emmy says consistency, and Emmy now says be watchful. Be watchful. Be watchful. I think you guys are keen into this. So which means we all can create points. Know what is happening around you. That's it. Be watchful. Just like you said, be watchful. That's what it means. Be your brother's keeper. Good. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank God we have intellectuals here, people who are also thinking. These things are key, fundamental. These things are key and fundamental. King come out. I don't know what that means. Samuel George, please make me understand what you mean by king come out. Please make me understand, please. Diana Ogubiade says all those politicians can not save the lives of the citizens. They have all sold out due to their selfish. We don't want to even listen to them anymore. We want to deal with them now. This January we're entering, as the spiritual is dealing with them, the spiritual is leaving those ones who are going to deal with physically, not as spiritual as this. Just look at George Obiozor, he's gone. The spiritual have taken him. We have those ones left, like Carol White and all of those ones. The spiritual is leaving those ones to us. Maybe the spiritual may take some of them away, but those ones they leave to us, we know how to handle them. We will handle them ourselves. Follow the right people. Emmy, thank you so much. Follow the right people. Follow the right people. Follow the right people. Follow the right people. Now, the only way you can know the right people is to observe what they ask you, what the kind of questions they ask you, the places they tell you to come, the desperation around their actions and all of that. Some of them want you, they just want to get information from you. So they'll be asking you, they'll be bringing up talks. You can discern people like that with your words. Samuel Joy says you must think and act. Okay, Samuel Joy, that's good. You must think and act. You must think. Josephine, thank you so much. Kelechi one day. CK, they will. I hope all our people will take all these instructions seriously and not allow anybody to continue deceiving themselves. Yes, thank you so much, and I believe that our people are going to. And I beg you guys, share this broadcast. Let the people hear it all over the place. Let this thing go to the corners and to the corners and to the corners. So I think now I'll go to the comment sections, because it seems our people are now bringing some points here. So let me go from the beginning so that I can now begin to look at your points here. Please just keep bringing the points in so that people can listen to the instructions. I've given only 5 here now. You understand? 5 points, and I want people to, add, to what I'll add the others that I have, maybe next Monday. Also on Monday, that's the first working day of January, the 2nd of January, because 1st of January we're going to be looking at the scripture and all of that, because we're going to begin the new age with the scripture, and then we'll move on from there. So let me look at the messages right now, and so that we can move on from there. Mighty great things are happening, and we are all here. Okay, go. Thank you so much. And GBK opener, yes. Obri's dishes. Okay, I've taken all those messages. And Jaja Empire says keep sharing the program. Okay, I've taken that. Even saying they will basically okay, I've taken all those ones, and all hell Biafra. And then we have. Okay, I stopped at the place of Princess E. Princess E, thank you so much, good PM brother. God bless you for all that you do. Thank you so much, Princess E. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Good to have you here again, Princess. Thank you. I appreciate you. Kelvin Wasione says, good afternoon, brother Casey. May God grant you strength to continue forward. Thank you so much. And I say to your prayers, and I appreciate you all for always joining and always keeping feet here. Kevin Wasione says, really, the new time is not doing me good. Oh my God. Okay, the new time. Wow. Talking about the time of the broadcast and 4 p.m. Biafra time. I wish I can move it. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I wish I can move it. And 8 days plus. Okay, when they tortured Mazin Namdekano. Thank you so much, Mike Dame, for bringing us to that light. And of course, Alison Precious says, another beautiful day to thank God of Biafrans and freedom fighters and lovers of freedom. And our God is the greatest. Thank you so much, Alison Precious. You are here there, and you've been here always. You're always here and supporting with your messages and all of that. I want to appreciate you. To the enemies, if you don't fear God, who do you fear? Chase Mazina Epa and fall into the blue sea and become meal for sharks. That's it. Thank you so much, Alison, for that nice one, that nice submission. They will become the meal for the sharks. That's it. Pero says, these people are evil, my brother. Yes, so my brother, they are very evil, and we must begin to handle them in that light from now. Amoku says, I like this caption. The tsunami is here. Yes, so my brother, that's it. That's it. The tsunami is here. And that is what because it will take them unawares. It will sweep them off their feet. You know, they can't hold it. How do you hold a tsunami? It's not possible. You know, Alice Impression says, I commend you for the good job you're doing. More grace to finish well. More power to your elbows. Thank you so much. Say to your prayers, and God will help me. I will finish well. Criminals Soludo working with some DOS will regret his evil against innocent Biafrans. Alice Impressions, definitely, because the payday is coming, and it will come massively on them, and definitely they will be taken and they will be dealt with. Alice Impressions, main reason of the declaration declared sit at home is to make governance ungovernable for the Southeast criminal politicians in order that they do not have funds to steal and it hits them badly and or harder. Yes, that's it. We try to cripple them because we know that is what, once they have the funds, it's just like what America and the European nations are doing, you know, and they set a benchmark for oil price at $60, you know, so that Russia gas cannot go, you know, they set it at $60. So they want to curtail the excesses of Russia by reducing the amount of money they make from business and sales of gas and all of that, and which Russia is countering and trying to also counter with their own sanctions. So you see, when you restrict them or stop them of funds, you put them in trouble. They begin to run helter-skelter. That was why they were running everywhere, to make sure nothing happens. Alice Impression says there won't be any more internal revenue for them to steal. That's what they are crying for, and we must make them continue to cry. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Thank you for ending it that way. Enough is enough. Good question. Okay, referring to the question I was asking them. Okay, I think the question of why are they always going to the north? Yes, thank you so much, for that. Thank you so much, man. John Omeda says, good afternoon, Bro Kelechi and our viewers. Thank you so much, John. Thanks for being here. Thank you for joining. Dollar Fox says, good afternoon, Umu Biafrans. Thank you so much, Dollar Fox. I like the way you always greet Umu Biafrans. Umu Biafra. But you can say Umu Biafra, because if you say Umu Biafrans, you know, you say Umu Biafra, you know. So Victoria, if Informer says, good afternoon, Master Kelechi. More grace to your elbows, sir. Good job, sir. Thank you so much, my sister Victoria Informer. Good to have you here. You know, I've seen you lately, and I'm delighted having you here. Also, blessing. Onoha says, Nonoha says, well done, my brother, my beloved brother Kelechi. Keep the good work going, because Biafra is here. Yes, I will keep the good work going, and thank you so much for appreciating me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't know what is wrong with our people. Are they hypnotized or under a spell? Honestly, sometimes when you think about it, you want to get so angry and emotional, but you just have to be on your guard, because when you get too emotional, you will be let out of your guard, and it might be dangerous. So Gerald says, thanks, bro Kelechi, for this great enlightenment. Time for us to be proactive. Thank you so much, Gerald, for the compliment, and also, of course, definitely it's a great enlightenment to our people to understand all of these details. Chidex Aham says, Mazi, carry on. God will bless you for your efforts to make sure that Biafra come. We say thank you so much, Chidex Aham. Sorry, Chidex. Thank you so much, Chidex, for that message. I appreciate you. Alice Impressions, Biafra can never be defeated. Certainly, Biafra can never be defeated. Can you defeat the spirits? It's not possible. Muhammadu Buhari, so this is why you fought tooth and nail to become the president of Nigeria. That is why he fought and died fighting, and became the president and died in that, and gave the orders of what will happen after he's gone. And that's what they are doing together. They plan it, and he thinks he's going to meet some virgins there, and where he's going to be having sex all over in his heaven and drinking more wines. So that's what he thinks, where he's going. So he told them what to do and to continue the process, and they together agreed on that, and they're doing it together. And so that is as basic. So that's what they all planned it, and that's what he's done. He's done, and what he's doing. Share. Biafra must come. He said, thank you so much, Biafra must come. Please share this video, let people get this information, and please like the video, because the more you like it, when people see it, they see more likes, they are happy, they are delighted, and they want to watch what you like. You know, they want to know why this video has much likes like this, so they want to get the information, so they open it to watch. So please share it on all social media platforms. Anyone, you can search them out wherever they are, just send the video to them, just keep sending it. You will see that this information will go far and wide, and it will reach these idiots who call themselves governors. Let them hear the message and know that we're not stupid, we're wise. Thank you so much, my brother, for telling the people to share. Biafra must come. Please press the like button now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for reminding them and telling our people to do the needful. Benson Leonard says, let's do not fail this opportunity. Let's do not fail. Okay, let us not fail this opportunity, or let's not misarrange or miscalculate this opportunity. That's it. Thank you so much, Leonard. Thank you. Biafra must come. He says MNK is another Jesus Christ on earth, period. And that's it. He's another Christ. He's a Christ. here. He's a Christ here. That is the anointed one. Of course, he's a Christ. Christopher Wafo says, good afternoon, Master. Thank you so much, Christopher. Good to see you again here today. Gerard says, Ruga means my land in the Fulani language. That's it, my land. So when they come, they tell you Ruga, Ruga. They give you the word Ruga. You don't, of course, they know that we don't like researching. We just the name Ruga. You know, it's Ruga. What is Ruga? You'll be wondering, why did they choose the name Ruga? Why don't not say one name, investment or something? They name it Ruga. You'll be wondering. They go confuse you, just like what they put on their Naira notes. They put that Arabic stuff, referring to their Allah and all of that. Just to put you just, okay, it's Arabic. You don't care. Oh my God, this Fulani is all of that. When Biafra comes, so many things there. No, we're not going to forgive them. When even our land, no Fulani person can take citizenship in Fulani. Honestly. Biafra must come. He said, anybody still believes in one Nigeria, still dreaming. Those ones are still out of their mind. They are lost. Their minds, they are lost in their minds. Biafra must come. He said, you're always on point, my brother, my Biafra brother. Thank you so much. Biafra must come. I appreciate you for that compliment. Mary Telkamp. Good evening, Imazi. May God bless you. Learning. Thank you so much, Mary Telkamp. Good to have you here again. I appreciate you. Biafra must come. Give me a thumbs up and all of that, and saying he said to the prayers. Thank you so much. They believe that they will inherit 72 virgins and a lake full of wine. That's it. That's what it is. But that's why I'm saying it again and stipulate it here again. 72 virgins and then more women who will be their slaves aside the virgins who are their wives. You know, their heaven is full of sex and wine. That's what they believe. So that's why I'm saying, you see how dirty their minds are. They foolishly believe that there is sexual activity in afterlife. Of course, they believe that. That's why they have 72 virgins. Fresh women, and the heaven will be so full of women. So full of one man 72 plus the other 800. I don't know whether it's 800 or some hundreds. That's serving them as maids. And of course, they'll be having sex with those ones too. That means they will be having sex with one man will be in control of over almost the number of women Solomon had. One man, every man. You can imagine if you can imagine a heaven of 100 men. That means a heaven of hundreds of thousands of women. In every 100 community having 100 men, you have up to 1.something million women or so for only 100 men. I don't know. Yes, I think that number also. That is what it is. That is what this kind of heaven they are promising you is. And that is why they are running helter-skelter and doing everything because of their stupidity to kill people. When you kill them, they believe that as you are killing them, they are going to that place. And they will go and resume their sex and wine drinking. Zubet and Franklin says, good evening, Mazi Kelechi. Thank you so much, Zubet. Thank you. Good to have you here again. I saw you last about 3 days ago, so today you are here. Thank you, Zubet. More grace to your elbow, Mazi Kelechi. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very well. Good evening, sir. Chidema Daniel. Thank you, Chidema, my good sister. Thank you. Jay China says, mental toughness. Yes, those are the facts of what we need here. When it says to set trap, mental toughness, make weapons. Yeah, that's it. We make our weapons and all of that. And then Chibike Obina says, mental toughness, you must follow instructions when the slaughter looks stupid. Okay, when it looks like it's stupid, just follow. No matter how stupid it looks, you must set traps. Yes, that's it. And these are the things we must do. Very important as communities who come together to do these things. Emmy Sammy says consistency. Yes, consistency is it. And definitely our people must be consistent. Remember, consistency helps. Persistence helps you to retain consistency. Because persistence knows only one ideology. It cannot be worse but better. So when you are persistent, you can now get consistent with what you are doing. General Meda says, be your brother's keeper. Yes, that's fact. You must be your brother's keeper. And Emmy says, be watchful. And thank you so much for the points you guys are giving here. Great point. So what is happening around you? Okay, of course, observe what is happening around you. Emmy Sami tells us to observe what's happening around us. We must be these are the times we need these kinds of teachings. Yes, tomorrow on Twitter Space, we're going to be talking massively on this, what Biafrans must do now as we enter into 2023 January. What Biafrans must look out for and what Biafrans must begin to do. We're going to be discussing, and people are going to be airing their views, and we're going to be sending these messages far and wide on Twitter Space tomorrow, 10 a.m. Biafra Oduduwa time. Let's join in, please. king come out. Okay, this is the message I didn't understand from Samuel. Please, Samuel, explain to us. Let's understand that message. And we're from, of course, Diana Oduduwa says all those politicians cannot save the lives of their citizens. They have all sold out due to their selfishness, wickedness, corruption, and uncared attitude toward their people. And definitely, we don't even care about them anymore, and we're ready to take them away from the. There are no more. We don't have elders. We don't have them. They're not there. Emmy Sammy says follow right people. That's it. You have to follow right people. And of course, we have from Josephine says Mazikaleshi one name Jisike Ndeo. I hope our people will take all these instructions serious and not follow anybody to continue deceiving themselves. I don't know. Our people like being carried away by festive periods, carried away by the tides of affairs, everything happening around them just gets carried away because they are not conscious of some certain things, and that's why they are always victims. And that is why these messages must be circulated. We must consciously call people in the village. Please like this video, circulate it on all your social media platforms. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to this channel to build the channel. And at the same time, send these videos to the villages, share it to the villages, tell your people to watch it and tell them to share it to their people in the villages. Let them begin to come together, the young men in the village. We don't want to lose any of our young men again. They have killed them enough. The last point I give them a 0.5. They should build refuge, where they're going to be secured, refuge for themselves. Very important. You must think and act. Yes, that's it. Samuel Joy, thank you for that point. You must think and act. And Chibite says we must have good intelligence network within our communities. That is it. Within within communities and outside our communities, liaising with other communities, because we must work in synergy. It has to do with us all, And thank you so much for that, Chibite. Thank you so much. Afro Emmanuel says, one I know is that in spite of their shouting, Jaguda still get Oga. Waiting they move the mouth of. But if we not plan ourselves well, even if we be their Oga, they will take us unawares. That is why the Bible says, be vigilant, for the enemy, your adversary, is moving to and fro, seeking whom he may devour, which you must resist. And that resistance comes with technique and technicalities, professional technicalities and strategies, which we are stipulating here. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. So in spite of the fact we not say we'll be the Oga, that's why we're giving this point, so that our people can continue to be the Oga, or else they will hit you down. Waiting they remove the mouth of hoe is what waiting for it in the bush. That's true. That remove the mouth of hoe. Okay, let them shout. They will meet their match in the bush. That's it. And our people must be secure so that they don't kill them before the people in the bush come to meet them and all of that. That's what we're doing here. So thank you so much, Afro Emmanuel, for that point. Adim Emeka Isaac says, as a Christian, no Muslim is genuinely your friend in this battle for freedom. In Quran, a Christian is not even a friend. They don't see you. They see you as an infidel in the first place. So if you are thinking that they are moderate Muslims, no one is a moderate Muslim. They will choose Islam first before you. That tells you you're not serving the same God. Because if they don't see you as part of them, they don't see you as part of them, then you cannot be their friend. So if you are thinking of friendliness, these ones are moderate, and we're all together. We have Muslims here and Christians here, and we live together in peace. You are just deceiving yourself. When they are going to come, the day that your neck will be going up for it, they will get your neck out of it, and they will get you off to get that your land that belongs to you. Thank you so much, my brother Emeka Adim. Thank you for this submission here. It's a great one, for reminding us that Josephine says everybody should make use of his brain. Yes, everybody must think. You must be an intellectual, not a Nigerian. That's what you're trying to say, Josephine. Be an intellectual, not a Nigerian. Be an intellectual, not a Nigerian. I wish everybody would be typing on their platform. There's a difference between Nigeria and be an intellectual, not a Nigerian. Circulate the message far and wide. Be an intellectual, be an intellectual, not a Nigerian. In these days coming, be an intellectual, not a Nigerian. In these days coming, be an intellectual, not a Nigerian. So, Alison Precious, you are welcome. Thank you so much, Alison. Good to have you. Thank you. Samuel Joy, know the kind of food you eat. That's it. Know where you go, what you eat, and whatever you serve, whatever that comes your way, or whatever you buy, the kind of food you buy, where you buy it from. The tomatoes you buy, the meat you buy. The Fulanis are putting poison in everything. You must be careful. In the village, I expect people to be doing their farms and eating their own foods. The one you cannot buy from another farm that has the food. Don't go and buy Fulani meat. Buy the local goat where they sell local goat. But even if it takes you 100 naira to buy a full meat from Fulani, and it's much, and for you to buy that size of meat in local goat is 500. Prefer to use that 100 to buy small, that is just 1/5 of that meat that you want to buy, and eat it like that than to buy Fulani meat. Boycott it. Mind what you eat. Everest Emedo says it's time unknown government starts unleashing mayhem on criminal governors in Southeast. Their time is coming, my brother. Their time is coming. They have chewed more than they can swallow, and that's the fact. And that is why these idiots will come here to call somebody criminals. These criminals who got their criminality, calling somebody else criminal, somebody fighting for his freedom. And that's why they can say we should drop our arms. You can imagine the criminality. John Almeida says reserve data on your phones for vital information. Yes, this is very, very important. Reserve data for vital information. All those Kelewu that you are watching on with your data, please stop it. Please, for these 66 days, keep watching things. Restrict what you're viewing with your data. Restrict it so that you can have more for what is important, to get information of what's going around and to be able to disseminate information. Stop watching all this fake information, all this video, or all these things that don't pay. They tell you 5 ways to be strategic is to have sex and make your partner climax. They load it with 50 megabytes. You open it, you want to watch, you want to think how you are going to make your partner climax in sex. You are just being stupid, because this is not the time. It's not when you are alive you think of climaxing. Sometimes we have to say these kind of things because sometimes our people are too carried away by so many things. That's why on social media you see everything now is about sex and all of that, because they know you will open, you want to watch. They use it to steal your data and making money for themselves. That's why many of them are doing videos, whether they are kissing or whether. That's why you see most of these movies. They always want to bring a scene where somebody is kissing, or where he has grabbed the woman and he has raised the woman's cloth, or he has carried the woman and put on the wall, and then he has thrown her on the bed, because they know you want to watch. You will want to watch that movie again because of that part. So people will just take it back to watch that part again and see how he's see whether something will show, and they will make sure they don't show you the other parts. They will make you trying to look before they remove that scene. They have captured your attention. You want to buy that film again and to keep watching that part they've shown you. Deceivers everywhere. And Paulo Oga says, listen to the information from the right source. Yes, from the right source, like from the spokesperson and from us here that are preaching the word from here, preaching the word, the gospel. The right source, very important. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother, for that. And Paulo Oga, thank you so much for that, that message. David Onyido. Wow, it sounds like Oyedepo. I see another sermon by my brother. Work is ongoing. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, David, for that compliment. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Good to have you here. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you and your message here. Thank you so much, my brother, for that. Kati Mwabweze says, hello. Thank you so much, Kati. Hello to you too. Good to have you here. And unfortunately, Kati says, if you have relatives that don't believe all this, what do you do? And they are all Biafrans. My brother, you see, not everybody would believe. When Noah was building the ark, not everybody believed that there was going to be flood. Noah talked about the flood. Some people were denying and then just mocking him as he built the ark. They were mocking him. So which flood? Which flood from where? Not everybody will believe you. Your job is to, even God told Jeremiah that I am sending you on this errand. Tell the people, you must tell them. When you tell them and they refuse to accept, they will die, their blood will be on their head, and they will suffer the consequences. When you tell them and they believe, they will be saved, their blood will not be spilled, and they will be saved. When you don't tell them and they die, they will still die, they will suffer the consequences. You that didn't tell them, the blood will be on your head, and you will suffer the consequences too. So the only thing you can do is to tell them and keep telling them. If they don't want to believe, then you know that they are part of those who will actually be cut off very soon by the spiritual, because not everybody will believe. Even the truth of the salvation of humanity, people come to argue about it, that Jesus is not this and all of that. They don't even believe in salvation. You don't believe in salvation. So you don't, it is not yourself it is not about you. It's not in your place to worry about who believes and who doesn't believe. Just play your role. Tell them. That's how I do it. I tell my people. I keep telling them. Whoever believes, And at least I keep winning them every day. Even if you tell them today, tomorrow again they forget. You keep telling them. So Kati, that's it. That's just the work we have to do. It's not everybody will believe you. Not everybody who is actually born a Biafran is a Biafran. Some of them have become Nigerians. And once they are Nigerians, forget it. Their thinking faculty is in comatose. Their thinking faculty does not function well again. They only reason via their emotion, and it is processed only in the place of emotion. Whereas the emotion is supposed to complement the reasoning faculty to give you a good judgment based on the feeling about what you are saying, and then transfer it to your will for your will to carry it out based on constructive definition and constructive analysis and conclusion. But now they reason everything in their emotional level and they forget the vital thing. So that is why they are not intellectuals. It is not until you go to school you talk about being intellectual. No, it is the capacity to reason, an intellectual capacity to reason. Once you are in Nigeria, you can never be an intellectual. Never. It's not possible. That's why I always ask questions on Twitter and all of that. If I see all these people talking, I'll say, are you a Nigerian or are you an intellectual? And they will find it hard to answer because they want to be known as intellectuals. So they wouldn't want to say they are Nigerians. At that point in time, you are telling them to reason. So please like this video. Please, it is very important that you like this video and share it right now as you're watching. Like the video, click the subscribe button also. Please like it and share it so that others will hear this truth. Josephine says our people at home should be followed closely like little children because they are very stubborn, and that's the truth. I know how I fought with my people not to travel this Christmas. Do you know I fought even with my last sister? Don't travel. See, yesterday she just said, oh, she has landed. Hey, brother, I have landed. I said, all right. What will I say? Last girl, don't travel. She said she won't travel. She has landed. So it's not in my hands to protect her. I've told her what I'm going to tell her. I'll keep praying for her. God protect her. That's what we're saying. Mark Jones says Yahushua Mashiach is the only way to life everlasting. Okay, Jesus Christ, the Messiah. There is no other way. Shalom, brethren, from the States. Thank you so much. He is the way, the truth, the life. Not a way, a truth, a life. He is the way. That is the only. The truth. That is the only truth. The life. The only life. Captain Wabose said they are so afraid of even to speak. That's it. They're even afraid to speak. That's the truth. That's the truth. So let me read the next message. We have so many messages here. I need to finish up very quickly. Glory. Benjamin says, my brother, I thank you for your effort and other medical words. Okay. You want to say media warriors instead of medical. Okay. It's still medical work we're doing anyways, at least mentally. We're doing a medical, I call it mind surgery. On every Monday, I call it mind surgery. What we do here, conduct surgery on the mind. So William Onyeka says, Mazi, they will keep it up. Victory is assured. Yes, so victory is assured, and I tell you, it's assured. Onyebuchi Ovaga says, we move. Yes, Onyebuchi, thank you. We move, and we're moving together. Mark Jones says, cometh and believeth and have faith in Yahushua, aka Jesus Christ of Nazareth, the Messiah. No other deity shall save your souls. Shalom, brethren from the States. Yes, so thank you for that message also for reminding us that too. William Onyeka says, this terrorist in uniform has been in my community, burning houses for the past 2 months, now in local government. Really? Enugu. Burning, you see. So you see what we're saying? And that man is still coming to tell people to lay down their arms. You see how wicked our people are? How devilish and wicked our people are? Kati Mwabwe says, all you said today has been nothing but the truth. God bless you. Thank you so much, Kati. We say, and God bless you too for the prayers. Iwune says, remember blessed, Kelechi. Thank you so much, Iwune. I appreciate you always. Please try to see if you can meet up with the time always. It's very difficult for me to move the time. I don't know whether I can move it to 3 p.m. Biafra time. I don't know. I'm still considering. Let's see how it goes. Kati, always God help our people. Yes, so God must help our people, and God will help our people. We'll keep praying for them, and God will help them. John Ameda says they should focus and work on every main entrance of their community, village, or borders. Yes, that is it. That's why we said there must be this community synergy, because they know the entrance and the exit point of their community. They know. That is where they're going to set the traps. That is where they're going to inform their communities to avoid the traps. That is where they're going to make sure that the people who want out, they will set the trap in a way that they will not get at the people. There will be a control point, it's a central point where when there is danger and it's imminent for them to actually take action, they now release the trap. That's what it is. So that when people are moving their regular daily activities, nothing happens to them. But once it is needed, those in the control can do something about it, and they must keep it secret. That's it. Thank you so much for that information, my brother John. Thank you so much for that. We have Onyebulu. Obaga says, "Keep it up, my brother. God is with us, and Biafra must come during our time." He said, "Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that message." Oh my, the messages are much. Hello, Oga. Thank you very much for your good work. May God bless you. Biafra is here with us. No going back. Biafra or death. Thank you so much. Yes, Biafra is here and no going back. Valentine Jimmy K says, Jamike or Jamike. He says, "Is it true that Ohaneze Igbo leader is dead?" Yes, he's dead. He's dead, and he's going to rot in it. I'm not his God anyways, but he is dead. Wherever God takes him, that's his business. He's dead. He died a coward. He died defeated. He died a saboteur. He died selling his people. He died not standing for his people, in spite of his gray hair, in spite of his education, in spite of whatever he calls himself, calling himself an academia, and all of that. He's not an intellectual, so calling himself all the names that he gave himself, he died not being any of them. Flame of the forest. There must be a general place of refuge in every community in the social and southeast, not just east, southeast, Biafra land, with many security volunteers that are armed and keep watch. That is it. That's what I'm saying. These are the things I'm preaching. Tomorrow, I'm going to still talk about this, and then of course, tomorrow we're going to be having the Oduduwa and the Biafra nation coming together to discuss. So definitely we're going to talk about all of these issues again. Even on Twitter space on tomorrow by 10 a.m. Biafra time, we're going to be talking about this. Arize Peter says, "Mazi, what is your Twitter name?" My Twitter name is Kelechi Ambrose. Kelechi Ambrose, just Kelechi Ambrose. You'll see me there. Once you go to my Twitter's profile, you see all the details. Then you know it's me. You see my picture there, so it's me. It's still the same face. I'm not hiding. Because I know God is my protection. Nothing can happen to me. So, flame of the forest says, "Ndi bianye kwesiri luputa ebiaga ezo onye ha." Okay, talking about refuge, right? Thank you so much, my brother. You give this Igbo. Will I be able to read it through? Please don't make me thank you, but I know what you're saying anyways. But to read it out now is my problem. So you're talking about refuge, and yes, that's it. They know how to do that. So Mary says Nigeria is from top to bottom blood suckers. That's it, from top to bottom, from beginning to the end, from first and last, from every corner they are. So my brother talking about yes, and all of that. Yes, flame of the forest. So how people will read it out and get this information, facts, and it's very, 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 very important, very, very important fact. Josephine says anybody from Igbo should warn his people not to attend Wine's meeting tomorrow. That's what we're saying here. Nobody should attend that meeting. If you don't want to go down and become a scapegoat, if you are not stupid, if you are not a Nigerian, don't go there. We are warning you. We have warned you. We have told you the truth. If you like, disregard us. We can't force you to believe. If you like, go there, say you have two heads. Or go there, you say you want peace. What they have talked about amnesty, you are thinking of money. Amnesty, they are going to give us money. Your mind is now going to the Niger Delta people, where they talk about amnesty and give them money. And they are all around doing what they are doing. You're thinking that it's going to work like that in your community. Your name, sorry. We've told you don't go there. The zoo is on the path to destruction. Thank you so much, Franklin, and it will be destroyed in no due time. Arinze Peter says, Mazi, what is your Twitter handle? Okay, that's Kelechi Ambrose. Kelechi Ambrose, that's my Twitter handle. Our people, our Southeast people, I am Trisha. Trisha, it's been a long time I saw you. Good to see you again today. Our Southeast people have become so lazy in doing farm work that's why the Fulanis are messing with them. That's it. Talking about feeding and food. What our men does is buying and selling, while the women are in competition on fake hair. Oh my God, you just got this right. And organic cream. Most of them, when they'll tell me, brother, please, I need money. I need to buy my cream. I need to make my hair. I need to buy hair. I would just be wondering, is this all? Oh Lord have mercy. Oh my sister, you have just made me. I am pretty sure that just brought the message out on this matter. And we'll be talking about all of these details. Stella Uzuka says exactly what was going on in my heart, Noah and Jesus. That's it. When you are warning them, they don't want to take it. So that's what we do. Kati says, so brother, I will continue. Yes, keep doing it, Kati. Keep doing it. keep cautioning them and telling them. They don't want to take it out their business. But Kelechi, definitely another Mazi, someone who is so eloquent. You will get the number of viewers soon. Thank you so much, John Almeida. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, John. Good to have you. Stella Uzuka. People choose Barabbas to Jesus. Oh my God. So many abnormal things happening. And that is why you will not be surprised that people you expect to actually believe what you believe and believe the truth will not believe. Because mark things everywhere, mark people everywhere. Honestly. Oh, thank you so much, Stella Uzuka, for that. And Kathy says, I will continue telling them. Thanks. Yes, keep telling them. God will help those who change. Arinze Peter says, Mazi, what is your Twitter name? Okay, I'm Kelechi Ambrose. That's my Twitter name. Ngozi Chukwuka says, thank you, Mazi, for standing strong. We are faithful. We are grateful for your service. Thank you so much, my sister Ngozi Chukwuka. Thank you. Very correct, Mazi Kelechi. The situation in the zoo has affected our people's brain function. Thank you, so Josephine, and that's the truth. It has affected their brains. Their brains is working anti-clockwise. They are no more. They are no more Biafrans. They are now become Nigerians. You know, Uchenna, in any case, says, Akubweze says, all hail Biafra. Thank you so much, Uchenna. If you have not watched from the beginning of this program, please go back and watch. Very, very loaded program. Chioma Debbie says, grease to your elbow, brother. Please keeping on. We need Biafra more than anything. Everything, because this hell we are in is no longer this. We are in is long overdue. Okay. Biafra is, of course, that's the truth. We need Biafra more than anything now. Laurie Benjamin says, my brother, we are 100% in support of what your pilot is doing. Thank you so much, Benjamin Gloria, and God will protect us all to go to our freedom. Chinwe Okolo says, preparing your mind. That's it. Preparing your mind. Chinwe Okolo says, talk less. That's it. Yes. Thank you so much for giving the points, the bullet points here. And Chioma Debbie says, please let's like so others can be notified. Yes, please, Chioma Debbie, thank you so much for that. Please let's like so that others can be notified. It's very, very important. We have to notify other people to get the message that we get. It's very, very important. We have the ability to share. The money you have now, buy data or use your Wi-Fi. Share. That's the only thing you can do. You need your people to be alive. You need yourself to be alive. If there's no life, what will you do with the resources you have? Or what can you do? You help other people with the resources you have. And giving them information is another way of helping them. So please share far and wide. Chinwe Okolo says mental toughness. That's it. You must be mentally tough this time. Fashion your own weapon. That's it, Chinwe Okolo. You must have something. Don't just be there and wait for them to come and kill you. No. Chinwe Okolo, listen to instructions. Wow. Thank you so much for the points you've given. And Trisha, I'm sorry in the timing. I came back late from work. Oh, sorry about that, Chinwe. And Trisha. Sorry about that, it's just you can always watch later, and then get the information. Flame of the Forest, it is shocking how all the Bible events are playing out in this Biafra liberation struggle. And that's it. Bible events are true. They are certain. The last message here, Kati and Mobisi says, I will send to them these 10 things we compile that they must do from now onwards. That's it. Please send to them. Okay, you're sending them one after the other. Wow. Good. It's very, very important that we all have this. So send them so that people can remember and people can fall to the mental, prepared and toughness. So the mental toughness, yes, mentally prepared and tough mentally, toughness in your mind realm, being tough and all of that. So that's it. We have actually done justice for today, and because of time, I would have loved to preach more and to make some other expositions, but we have to look at time too, and so that we don't keep people waiting and all of that. Please share this broadcast. It is very important. We are all ambassadors of truth. When we have truth information, we have to disseminate to people so that people can hear, and we forward it to people. Please like the video. When you like it, it boosts the viewership because more people will want to watch what you like. And also, you have to also subscribe to the channel so that we can increase viewership and also have strength on the platform to actually do what we're doing. Very, very important. These things are very, very important. These DOS that stop agitation they are not DOS, they are DOS ex members of DOS. That means defunct members of DOS. Do not, without threatening the Fulani, I stay with them before they can kill Mazi. That's it. Oh, wow. Yes, they can kill Mazi. That's the truth. They can kill him. If they see him now, they will lynch him to death because they want to take everything away. They want to cut him off. They know what they have done, and so they want every information concealed. They will kill him if they see him, but they can't do anything. Good day, Chukuma. Chukwepuka. Good evening, Mazi. I'm sorry I came late. All right, my brother, you can always watch it again. Full and loaded information that we have here. So please, let's share and subscribe and circulate. Also, like the video. Must listen to the spokesman and follow his instructions. That's it. Kati, thank you so much for that. And of course, whenever I want to come here, I just come here and say, Lord, please teach me what to say to the people. Suddenly I will get the topic, I'll just type it in, and then I'll start the broadcast. And it flows. It gives me information, and I keep going on, and it inspires me. And that is because I want the autopilot spirit and the spirit of Biafra and the spirit of Chukwokike to direct me so that our people can get information from me as I've subjected myself or submitted myself to become a servant to the people of Biafra, and at the same time for God to use me to be a blessing to the people. And that's why I dedicate myself to this course so that we can move on. Kati sends another one, the third one. Must get weapons and set traps and teach your children how to use them. That is it. Teach them how to use them and let them know that it is for the enemies. Abogidi says, Mazi Kelechi, I salute you. Remain blessed always. Thank you so much, my brother, for joining. Please watch from the top again and circulate this video. Let people be blessed. I appreciate you for everything. Kati, thank you for reminding us, giving us the points and giving them to us one after the other, and of course we all have these points, and as Kati is sending them to us, we can also get them jotted so that we can have them to actually, yes, number 4, I was waiting for that number 4 point, talk less. Well, you just give them precisely and correctly. And of course, we have the 5th point. I'm expecting the 5th point I gave before the other points that were raised by our people. The 5th point, should I say it? Okay, let me allow you to type it in. The 5th point, I'm expecting from Kati now, because you have laid out 4 points. You have laid out 4 points. Powerful. That's when students, that yes, this is a good student, and you've gotten the details and you are sending them to us back, which means in exam hall now you have gotten 100 by 100 or 100 over 100 and all of that. And so thank you all, dear friends. I appreciate you all. Please share this video, like this video, subscribe to the channel. I beseech you. I plead with you. It's very important. I think Kati has brought the last one. Position. Wow, get your security possession for you and your family. That's your refuge point. Your refuge. You have to get your refuge. You have to get your refuge. That's it. Security positions. Security positions. That's your refuge. Thank you, Kati. You have just done justice to these codes and this point, these blue points that I've given out here. Water is the real code. We are winning. The enemies, no going back. That is it. That is it. No going back. I assure you. And Glory Benjamin says they are faithful people because of before. Therefore, we must keep on threatening them so that they will free Mazi Nnamdi. And certainly, we know that this is certain and sure. So please, I want you guys to know that that is what it is, and we are running and we're going to get it done. So Biafrans, you have heard it. Get all these 5 points I've given to you and keep it running, and make sure that you actually utilize these points to make out the points that you need to. Please send it far and wide all over Biafra land. Let everybody get this information. Let people understand that they should themselves understand that from this January, it's going to be a different game. So they must begin to implement all of this information I've given to you, just like Kati has pointed them all out as I said them. Let them begin to utilize them. Point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, point 5, and then the points that others have given, like consistency and other points that our people here have given, And so please, let's all put these things to work, and let's make sure that we actually carry out these things according to the order of how we should be our brother's keeper. We must make sure that we get the people to actually know what they're doing, and at the same time to run with this mandate. Very, very important, and very, very, very important. So Kati has given the point, and know what is happening around you. Be your brother's keeper. Oh my God, Kati, you have done justice to these things. Be your brother's keeper. Thank you so much, Kati, for this. Thank you so much. Given all the points. God bless you, Brother Kelechi. Thank you so much, Zion. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the prayers. I say to the prayers. I appreciate you, Biafrans, and I love you all. Please stay fit. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. Biafra time, we're going to have the Alliance in Focus. we're going to have our Oduduwa people here by 4 p.m. Biafra time. We're going to have our Biafra people here. We're going to have Mr. Stephen from the Oduduwa Nation, all the way from California. We're going to have Mrs. Modupe from I think Atlanta, yes, or so. I have forgotten now, where she is, and so she's going to be here with us 4 p.m. Biafra time. And also we're going to have Ngozi Orabueze. She's going to be here also all the way from Florida. We're going to also have Prince Ezem Hianacho. He's going to also be here, I think from Florida too. He's going to be here, and it's going to be a powerful meeting, and they're going to be here all together with us, and we're going to have a massive time together, and it's going to be a very, very massive time together, and we're going to have to rub minds together, and you're going to hear so many things tomorrow. You're going to be loaded. 4 p.m. Biafra time tomorrow on the program, Alliance in Focus. The Alliance in Focus. The Alliance in Focus holds every Friday, 4 p.m. Biafra time, Oduduwa time. So please join us tomorrow as we join in this program, as we join in this mandate. 4 p.m. Biafra time tomorrow. The program is going to run. So all Agbaogidi says all our saboteurs will die one after the other, and that's the truth. You see, we are not going to be the ones to actually deal with them. They are going to be just by themselves and going to be brought down by the spirit of Biafra. And then those ones that are left, the law of Biafra will take its course, and the people of Biafra also will take their course and do the justice. Because they have killed our people. They have soiled, they have. Oh my God, they have killed some. Don't attend the Guanyi's meeting tomorrow. Thank you so much, Kati, for reminding us this. Oh my God, Kati, you have made me happy. Don't attend the meeting tomorrow. Every Biafran, wherever you are from, wherever you are in that community, don't attend this meeting. They are going to rob you, and they are going to deal with you. You are gone. So we are warning you. Please, let's send these messages. If you know somebody from that community, please send it to them to have this information, so that they will be able to pass the message far and wide. So very, very important. Let's do that justice, and let's see what happens. I'm sorry we can't take calls today. I would have opened the lines for us to call, but tomorrow we're going to open the lines. If you want to call into the program tomorrow, I'm going to put a number tomorrow, and you can call the Oduduwa people, the Biafra people. You're going to ask your questions, you're going to make your contributions, and all of those details. I appreciate you very, very well, and I say, may Chukwu bless you, and enjoy the rest of the day. As we go into 2023, prepare to celebrate in Biafra land. I expect to see you, and you will see me also. God bless you very good, and stay safe. Apply the information you have given to me today, so that you will stay safe. Share this video, subscribe to the channel, send the video far and wide, send it to any, just search social media. You'll see lots of groups and pages. Forward to them, let them have all of this, and send it to the relevant places where they need to go, including to those Iguanya and all those places where they need to go. Send it to where they can access the information, so that they can hear the message. Thank you so much all. I appreciate you all, and Chukwu bless you real good.